Okay, I'm recording. So, if you didn't see the recording, just check announcement. It's somewhere here, right here, the recording of array. Now today we are doing string, and I actually like them. They are fun. They are kind of based on arrays. Arrays, and if you still didn't finish like arrays or string, there's still a week, right? So tomorrow we don't have PLD until like Saturday and Sunday, so you can use this time to keep going with them. So let's go to the string. So string is here, and before I go there, I did create a Google Doc. I will share it in Discord and also in here if someone wanna check it out. Let me paste it in the chat. I will paste it later or let me put it in general channel in Discord. Arrays. So if you did miss arrays or you wanna help on it, so in here there is all the technique that the handbook teach us. Each line here gonna take you to the lit code specific for the technique or like that operation. And for example, technique explain with code example. For example, sliding window. You gonna find this explanation, also a code. I choose JavaScript because some people still didn't learn Python, and JavaScript is kind of like C, but it's way simple. So the code is about with JavaScript for this technique 2 here too. So this can help you also, like if you want to come back to it and check every technique. And at the end there's the list code for the essential question and the video solution for each one. Now today we're gonna see string. I also shared the link. Wait, give me a second. Copy. And let me put it in channel general. String. And also in the chat. So the string which we're gonna study today is also the same. It have 4 technique. Counting character, string of unique character, anagram, and palindrome. Okay, and each one we're gonna go through it. But before we do that, let's see the where I did get that from. So that I get it from technique right here. So we need to understand this technique. So when we jump to the essential question, which is this right here, palindrome, and this one, it's gonna be easy kinda to understand. Shazay, you wanna say something, or we continue? Or if someone have question, please just open your mic and talk before we start. All good?
All good. We can use the Google Doc as a reference while we are seeing the problems. Will be a good idea. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see content character. Let's try to read this content character. So when you need to count the frequency of character in a string using a hash table map is common and efficient approach. A hash table map allows you to store each character as a key and its corresponding frequency as the value. In the context of counting character in a string of Latin character, usually lowercase, upper bound possible character is typically a fixed constant of 26. The number of letter in English alphabet. This means that the input set is limited to lowercase Latin character, and there are no other character to consider in this case. The space complexity required for the counter is O1, not ON, where N is the length of the input. So I think if I read this, it's gonna get boring. So maybe we see the code. What do you think? Or we keep reading? Do we see the code and try to understand how the technique work, or do I keep reading?
We can explain first what's the problem intended to do, what we need to solve.
Okay, so
yeah,
you want to explain it, or you want me to continue? Okay, I guess
just a little bit, yes, just to clarify what we are doing here and continue as we.
Okay, so the counting character, we wanna count how many character in a string. For example, we have hello. I wanna count how many character I have in each, like how many character I have in string. So like each character, how many time it's repeat. So here an example in JavaScript that demonstrates counting the frequency of character in a string using hash table map. In this example, let's see the example first. So let me zoom. So function count character. So it creates a function count character. We give it here a string. String is hello, and then we create a variable car count. Oh, and we call that function the above, and we give it hello in parameter. And now inside the function we create a empty object car count. Then we create a loop. In this loop we gonna loop as long as the length of that string, and each time we loop on that, like each character of string, each time we loop through that string we save that character in variable char, and char count we then, so for example hello, we save it ish, we save it here. Then I go to that empty object and I create a key. If you see here, a key with that character name ish, and I'm gonna put the number of it. So what I'm gonna give to that key the value char count, which is like the previous value. If so char count, which means like he gonna go to this object and he gonna look for that character. So if he found it, that means it have a value. If he didn't find it, he gonna put 0 as like initial value for that key, and then he gonna do +1. So this may be confusing, but let's think about it. First we have object is empty, there's no character inside. Then we find ish, right? Then I'm gonna do car count ish. If I did equal 1, each time he gonna find that string ish, he gonna set it to 1. So I need a way to get the previous value and then do +1. Yes, Pascal, go ahead. Yeah, you can open the mic, Pascal.
Oh, sorry, that was a mistake. Sorry.
Okay, no worry. Feel free, anyone, if you wanna talk, you wanna a question or something, please don't be scared to talk. Is someone have this part confusing?
I think is clear.
Okay, so now we're gonna keep looping on each character, and every time we're gonna go to that key and increment 1, and then at the end we're gonna return the car count, which is gonna be an object which have each character in a key, and the value is a number of how many time that character repeated. So this technique is called counting character, and we are using here frequency of character. So I think does anyone have question? Let's me read the chat. But why L from hello has 2 and the out didn't L1? Okay, let me go back. So why L L here have 2. In output didn't have L1 L1. Oh, so because when in this line right here, when you do car count and you give it car char, he's gonna go to the key L, you know, because in object you can't have duplicate keys. Like the keys are always unique in object. You can't have object. Oh, I think I lost connection. Recording. Okay, so the question is really good. Is like, why not there is no L1 then L1? So I think the answer, if someone have more insights, please go ahead and talk. What I believe is the object doesn't have duplicate key. The keys are always
Yes, this
unique.
is the reason. Yes.
So when we do,
I got this about our questions. Yesterday there was a question about what if we encounter a duplicate, and someone replied on Twitter. It was so nice from him. He said that also dictionaries never has duplicate keys, so you will never find 2 L's or 2 characters duplicated in this object.
Okay.
I think if you use Python.
It's the same in Python dictionaries. It's the same.
Same in JavaScript.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I think so.
This is also Java. Like, I think maybe it's like a global concept. Like object doesn't have same keys. So is there any other question about this technique and the solution that we choose here? And I hope the code is like understandable for all. Please, if you can hear, like you can see something you didn't understand, like just write in chat.
I don't know what's happening. Is it my network, or I can't hear you, Musif? Like it's breaking.
Oh, okay. I can hear you clearly, someone said. Okay, let me go out and in. 1 second.
This is breaking. His voice is breaking. I don't know.
Okay, what about now? Is it better? Is it better? Test. What about now?
Yes, welcome.
Is it better, Pascal?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Is better. Okay, maybe my connection or something. Okay, let's continue. So the second technique is string of unique character. Okay, so this one did make me lose my hair a bit to understand it. So it was here, string of unique character. And someone said something. I thought the Python dictionary allow for duplicates. You use set if you want unique dictionary.
I think the tuple.
Okay.
The tuple.
Why not ask? Let's learn together, right? Is object in Python can have duplicate keys?
Sharing the screen.
I think the tuple who have this privilege.
Oh, I'm not sharing screen. Sorry, guys. Okay, 1 second. Oh, because I restart.
In Python, dictionaries don't permit duplicates.
Okay.
Even if it is you come up with a new value, it just update the old value, but you will not find 2 keys. For example, if you have a dictionary A with value 1, B with value 2, and you try to make a key is like A, which is already exist with 3 value, so this will update the key A with the new value, but it will not store it as duplicate.
So ChatGPT is also say like, no, in Python object cannot have duplicate keys.
Yeah.
So if you have key 1,
can you guys hear me?
yes, go ahead, please.
So if you understand what an object is and a dictionary, they are like hash maps, right? So because of the nature of hash maps, they cannot have duplicate keys, right? That's the whole point. Like the keys have to be unique. That is the reason why that data structure exists. It is for constant time lookup, right? So all the keys have to be unique, right? So the first thing you need to do when you are creating an object or a dictionary or a hash map is to create a unique key, right? So that is the hashing in the hash map. So it is that hash that generates the actual key in memory, right? So when you encounter another value, a key that has the same hash as that key, it cannot be added to that data structure, right? What happens is that the value, which is assigned to the key, will then replace the existing value in your hash table. That's if you allow that, right? Sometimes you lock the hash table to not overwrite values, but by default is allowed. Does that make sense?
Hi, Adewale. Like, I just want. Hey guys, greetings. I just want to come into that in that aspect. Like,
Yes, please.
yeah, I think in Python, of course, the way the Python hash is defined, they cannot be duplicate keys. But let's say in a language like C, if we were to build our own maybe a hash map and then its function, we could have duplicates. A key could have a duplicate, but then we have to handle duplicates. Like,
that's what I'm saying. If you allow it, right?
That's correct.
If you allow it, you're talking about collision handling, right? And chaining, right?
Exactly.
That's because you allow it. If you do not want to allow it, every collision would result in the value being overwritten. That's the default behavior.
Yeah. But in
So if you want to now handle collision or grouping, it's extra. That's outside the hash function, right? It's an extra operation.
We are actually building it manually. Let's say in C, if we have to build, C doesn't have something like the default dictionary data structure like we have in Python. So if we have to do that, in C,
Exactly.
in
C. Yes.
So we have to build it anyhow we want to. So of course, if there are collisions, then we have to handle collisions or stuff like that. But in Python itself, it's built in such a way that they are unique. So we can't have duplicates.
Yeah, like I said, it's a matter of it's form and function, right? The function you want the data structure to have is what determines the form, and the form they've chosen for dictionaries in Python is that unique keys are what they want, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we continue. So how we gonna conclude this? Like, so there is no duplicates in obj in Python, right? Is that there is the end? Like, is that the conclusion?
Yeah, not duplicate keys. Yeah.
Okay.
But you can have duplicate values, but not keys.
Keys.
Right?
Okay. So, are we here? Okay, let's meet. So where we were, because
Your screen is not. You're not sharing your screen. We'll see.
Wait.
No, it's clear.
I see it.
Okay.
I see it.
Try to find it. Did you find it, Pascal?
I don't know. I can't see it. Maybe I'll just have to leave and come back to something. I don't know.
Okay, so try to do this. I think something here. Change layouts. I think it's a sidebar, or click on me and do something I don't remember. Or like, let me stop screaming and streaming. Okay, can you see it now? It kind of starts loading. It's about now.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yes.
Okay, so we were in string of unique characters. A neat trick to count the character in a string of unique character is to use 26-bit mask. Bit mask to indicate which lowercase Latin character are inside the string. So this code here is using like a bit operation. We did something like this similar in Alex. It was a really confusing project, but it was fun after we suffer. And so let's see what we saw about it here. Let me zoom out. So in this problem, we need to we have a word like hello and hello, and we want to see how many. Let's see this. So we have hello here. Let me zoom out. Right, and I want to see how many unique character there is, and by using this bitwise operation. So hello, so HELO, so there's 4 unique character. Now this function it's called count character. First we give it a mask 0, and then we're gonna loop on each character of this word. Let's say here I have, so we have hello, right? And we're gonna loop through it. So in the first loop we have age. So C, the variable C is gonna be equal to age, right? Now I'm gonna do this part. C dot char code at 0 minus A dot char code at 0. So what this char code is gonna do is like gonna bring the ASCII code of this character of C. Let's go check together what is the ASCII code of C. So the ASCII code of C is 62, 63. Okay. So C equal 63. And A is I think 61. So A is 61. So right here I'm gonna do 63 minus 61. Okay, right here. So this part and this part, I'm gonna see the length of this character to A. So in ASCII code, like we did some task like this in C, if you remember, we do like A minus this ASCII code, so we can know the length difference, right? And if I am in U, I can do U minus A, then I can know the difference or the length. Okay, it's gonna be still confusing, just hold with me. What else here? Now that we did 63, this one minus wait, we have hello, right?
I think the sorry to cut you short. I think the ASCII code I think is 97, right?
Of C.
Or A.
Okay, let's start because the word is hello. I did a mistake
Okay.
there. Ish. Okay. So C is ish, right? And the code of ish is this one, 68. So this one is ASCII 68. Let me put this. And minus A, which is 61. Let me keep it like C minus A, which is 68 minus 61. Okay, 7. So the difference is 7, right?
Yeah.
Is that true? Yeah. Okay, so now we have 7. So the value of this, let me keep this like this. So the value here is 7, right? So this code gonna become like mask equal 1 7 1 7. So what's gonna happen here is 7, we're gonna shift 7 to 1. So 1 is which we're gonna shift 7 is gonna become like we're gonna add 7 0. So 4 5 6 7 6 7. So this is in binary. It's gonna become like the value here in binary is 7, and then we're gonna add it to the mask. Now how much is this in okay, I forgot to explain another concept is 26 bit mask. Let's pause this for a second. I know it's confusing. I think this is gonna make it clear. So we have hello world, right? And we are using 26 bit mask. So let's say we have 26 bits, which is 1 2 3 4 5 6. Let's say this is 26, right? And this gonna be representing A, this gonna representing B, C, D, E, F, right? You get the idea? So like this 26, because there's 26 letter in lowercase, so each bit gonna, if I see for example this bit 1, so I'm gonna just do I, B, C, 2 until for example this H, I'm gonna see H. I'm gonna know this is representing for H. Now because the goal is to count unique character, so I'm gonna go through hello, and if I find H, okay, I know H is 7, so the bit 7 need to be 1. E is E, B, C, D, E, it's gonna be this one. And L, what is L? How many number? L is after L. Okay, let's just say L, this one, right? And when I'm gonna go again to loop through the character and I'm gonna find L again, I'm gonna go to this bit and I'm gonna put it 1. So if it is already 1, it's not gonna create any problem, right? And if I go O, let's say this is O, right? This is the bit that's corresponding to O. Then at the end, I have a bit like a number. I can use this. If I count how many 1 I have, I can know how much unique character I have, which is 4, right? Is the idea clear? Or I made it more confusing, sorry. What do you feel? Anyone have question? Like the idea of counting unique character using 26 bit mask. So to recap is I have 26 bit and each bit is a represent character. So the first bit is A. If I find 1 here, I know that character have A. If the last bit is Z. So if I'm looping through this and each character I get the number of it, like the number of it, for example H, I know where is, so H, when I count the difference 7, right? So which bit should be 1? The bit 7. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 7 I put it 1, and then I go to E, and then the bit number 5, and then I put it in 1, and at the end I can count those bits. Let's go back to to this one. So we keep adding. So basically this mask is just this operation where each character we find, we see which number of it in the bit should be 1, and we put 1. Now when we're gonna return this, we're gonna have a value. For example, yeah, we're not gonna return this mask. We're gonna have a decimal value. So I'll do something. I have, let's create a bit mask for hello, like properly. H. So H is 7, right? And E. H is 7. And E, which number of character is that? 4. No, 5. 5. So bit 5. Okay, and L. 13. I think. And O. Okay. $15. Okay, this one is 12, I think. Okay, 12. Okay, so 7, 5. Okay, so if I put like 26 bit mask, so 7 should be 1, right? 0, no, 1, bit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this one should be 1 because it is H. And E is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one. And 12 is L. So this one. And 13, 14, 15. So this one. So this one in decimal, if we like try to convert it string to a decimal. Binary to decimal. It's gonna give us this number. Now in here, in this function, I can like put, or like for example, this function here is have common character. This function, so this is the same function that we what's it called? We like talk about in second. Is it's gonna return this value right here. So if I give it hello, and if I give it hello, it's gonna return me this, right? And if I give it hello like this, it's gonna give me the same. It's gonna give me the same value. So if I put have common character and I give hello and hello, it should return me true, right? Because this number is the same as this number. Now okay, so this number, but we need to explain this line right here, because this is AND, which is byte operation, right? Because if you do AND this, it's gonna be equal 1. But if was one of them different, if was this have one here or some of them different, it's gonna equal 0. So like this I can know that this word is equal this word. Or if I want to count how many character inside. Okay, someone raised his hand, I think. Yes, Elisa, go ahead.
For the function count characters, my question is that for the mask, why did you use a pipe for like in the code? Why did you use a pipe for inputting the answer into the mask? So what's the function of the pipe?
So we don't. It's like or. It's like or. So when you do like pipe, it's gonna be so we don't remove the previous value. So let's say this is the previous value of mask, right? And I have a new character, right? And this character, let's say it is A, right? Or let's say it is B. So it's gonna be 0, 1, because 0 is for character A, and B is the second one. So the second one is gonna be 1. So I wanna add this to this. So at the end it's gonna be B1, right? When I'm gonna do pipe these two, it's gonna, because this is like this, the left zeros are like it, you don't see them. So this pipe with this, or it's called operator or, it's gonna add this one here. So each character I loop, I keep putting 1, right? I keep putting ones here, and then in this unique character right here, unique character, I can count them. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna loop through all these numbers. Let's say this one, right? I'm gonna loop through them here in this while, and I'm gonna let's use something simple. Let's say this is okay, what this string is made of. If I give you like this and it told you what string is made of. So we have A, it's 0, so there's no A in the string. We have B and C, and then we have this one, D and E, F. So this string is like have this 3 character. Now I wanna count them, so I do mask doesn't equal 0. So as long as it doesn't equal 0, I'm gonna keep looping here. And the mask at the end, the start doesn't equal 0, but I'm gonna keep pushing it to the left. So at some points it's gonna be equal 0. Then I'm gonna like stop. So I'm gonna check mask and 1. Mask and 1. So this again a bit operation, which means this and this. Right? So this, what's gonna equal? We did it. I did it here before. Let's do it again together. So 1 1 1 0 0, and like let's open it here maybe. So 1 1 1. Oops. One one 0 0 and 0 0 1. So the first time it's gonna loop, it's gonna it's gonna be 0, right? Because this mask, which was this example, which is this value for def, it's gonna give it 1. No, sorry, we're gonna do like end operation, which is end with 1, which is gonna give 0. Why? Because this okay, so 0 with 1, let me open this. So 0 with 1 is 0, right? 0 and 0 is 0. 0 0 is 0. 1 0 0 0 0. So this is the end. So it's all 0. So for it to be 1, they should be both of them 1. If both of them 1, it's gonna give 1. I think I see the time is short, and I think this is a bit complicated to keep going. Maybe I'd skip to the next technique, but to keep it short, so basically we are using this mask to count the counter, to increment it every time we find one. So we're not gonna increment here, but when we're gonna find one, we're gonna increment it. At the end, we're gonna have the value 3, which means there's 3 character unique in that string. Is someone have question? Also, sorry, this is way complicated that I thought to explain, but I hope you guys got idea and you can open this document and see it. Do you wanna, Shaza, to jump to anagram? Or do I continue?
For me, it's okay. And also for time scheduling, we will be having anagrams and palindrome. And longest substring, we need to move faster. I hope so, to capture as much as we can.
Okay. Do you want me to continue? Do you wanna do it? Or someone wanna do it? Okay, continue. So in anagram,
Continue. Yeah.
okay. So in anagram we have, like, for example, this 2 word, listen and silent, right? They are the same. If you notice here, they have the same character, like listen and silent. They are the same. So we need to check if they are anagram. So basically, if they are anagram, that means they have the same, how to say, they are made by same character. No, sorry. Yeah, same character, right? And if there is some character are not the same, that means they are not anagram. Because anagram keep confusing with panagram, or like palindrome. So how are we gonna do this? So first we're gonna give the first string, and we're gonna check if the length of them are the same, because if they don't have the same length, there is no need to keep going. They are not palindrome, right? Now that they have the length is the same, we create a object, then we do like a loop, and we go through the first loop, first character, and let's say we have listen and silent. So the first character is gonna be which one? It's gonna be string 1 E, which is L. So L in character 1, and character 2 is gonna be S. So character 1 is gonna be L, and character 2 is gonna be S, and we're gonna keep looping. And then we're gonna go to the object we create, and object L, which is we're gonna create a key L, and here we're gonna create a key S, and then we're gonna increment it to 1, and this one we're gonna do -1. So L is gonna have the value 1, S is gonna have value -1. You're gonna be confused now. Why -1? Okay, at the end it's gonna be more clear. So we go again, we loop, and we go to the character E above. It have E, it's gonna become 1. So this is gonna be like inside object, right? Inside this object char count, and E under, they are both have E. So E here is gonna do -1, right? So it's gonna go to the same key E, and it's gonna do -1, which is gonna become 0. Right here, +1, and near -1. Now we're gonna loop again, and character 1 gonna take str index 2, and character 2 is gonna take the second word index 2, which is SL. Now S is gonna go to the object key S, and we're gonna do +1, and we already have the value -1, so -1 + 1 is 0, right? So because here we get the previous value, and then we do -1. right? So -1 plus 1 is 0. And L, which is this one, have L, we're gonna do -1. Is L already exist? Yes, it have 1, so it's gonna become -1, it's gonna become 0. Now we're gonna loop again. We're gonna go T and E. T, we don't have it in object, so we're gonna create it right here. When we do char E, char 1, it's gonna create key T, and then we're gonna see if it have previous value. It doesn't have, because we just created, so it's gonna have initial value 0. Then we're gonna do +1, so the value of that key is gonna be +1. And the E, we also doesn't have it, so we're gonna create it, and we're gonna do -1. And then again the second the one before, so E here, the other loop, E right here, it's gonna be +1, so it already have value -1, so if we did +1, it's gonna become 0. And N right here, we don't have it, right? So we're gonna create it, and because it is character 2, it's gonna have -1. Now the last character, it's gonna have N in character 1, so we need to do +1, which is -1 plus 1 is 0. And T, it is in character 2, which is gonna do -1. We already have 1, it's gonna become -1, then 0. Now because we have all 0 0 0 0, we can understand that these are what is called are anagrams, because if one of them does have, if you process 2 string and one of them stay 1, then they are not anagram. And it is in this loop right here where we loop through object value, so we got only this value right here of this object, and we keep looping, and we see if count you have doesn't equal 0. If we find at least one that equals 1, then we're gonna return false. If it is not, we're gonna return true. Any question? Okay, I guess there is no question. Do we keep going to palindrome?
We still have only 10 minutes.
Okay,
do you want to continue or send me another Google Meet link?
Okay, we can do that.
Okay. I sent the link of Google Meet on the chat. We can move on now, Monsef, or...
Okay, yeah, we can move. And then we start palindrome there.
Okay, let's move.
Start recording. So I hope this one was understand, everyone understand that, it's a really cool technique how to check if the word are using the same character. Okay, so now we have similar one. Make sure I'm streaming. Can see my stream, right?
Yes, you're presenting.
Okay, so this one is, we have a word like madam, word like race car. If you notice here, this word starts with same letter, so you can split it in 2 and it's still the same character, right? So if you notice with me, M A, so this is a palindrome. R A S, this is palindrome. Ish, O, No, this is not palindrome. So this is like the palindrome problem. Let's see how did it solve it here. But let's read about what are the technique to solve this problem. Oops. So there is two technique that we're gonna see. Is the one is reverse, right? So reverse the string and check if it's equal to itself. We can reverse the string and compare it with the original string. The second one is the two pointer approach. So you're gonna have one pointer at start and one at the end, and we're gonna keep each loop. We're gonna keep incrementing the end of start until we reach to the middle where like all characters are equal. So this example gonna talk about both technique. So first one is the approach reverse. So is palindrome. You give it string, he take that string. So he take that string right here, and then he split it so it become like an array of character like this. So if you give it madam, it's gonna become like this array of character, each character in different index, right? And then he send that array to reverse, which gonna put this here and this in the before, like it's gonna reverse the array, right? And then he gonna take that reverse array to join, which gonna convert this array to a string. So it's gonna become again string, and now we're gonna compare, like we're gonna compare if that string we give is equal to reverse. If it's equal, that means it is a palindrome. So this is very smart. It's very simple. And there's the other technique, the two pointer approach, which we set up pointer at start, pointer at the end, and the start starts from index 0 and the end from the last character of that word. And then I'm gonna keep looping here as long as the start and the end doesn't like equal each other. So because they're gonna be coming like this, coming from the end and the start, right? So this here, and then this gonna move one, this gonna move one, and at some point they're gonna both point to the same character, so the loop gonna stop. So if the start right here, the start which is index 0, which mean m, character m, equal the character at the end m. If they are not equal, so there is no need to do anything, it's false, right? Because that is not palindrome if they are not equal. If they are equal, I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna increment start and end. They're gonna be A and A, both of them A. I'm gonna loop again and check if they are equal or not. If they are not equal, I'm gonna again increment them. They're gonna point both to D. At that point, the loop, this while gonna stop, because if the start index and the start index, for example here 0 1 2, this is 2 and this 2, this is false. The while gonna stop, which mean it is return true, because that mean is palindrome. And this is also a cool technique. Any question? Maybe you guys experience different techniques. Please share, and also the link of this I share it in Discord if someone. Yeah, go ahead.
As I just wanted to inquire on something that I was thinking along the line.
Yes.
Can you create an empty string append from the end and then compare the two?
Compare to string?
Yes, you create an empty one, then you append the the string starting from the last one, the last index, coming backwards.
I didn't get it. You will. So like to check the palindrome.
Yeah, to check the palindrome.
But like when we check palindrome, we check only one string. So we're gonna check only one word. Right?
Yes, is what I was. Yeah, we check that one word. My question was, like this word, madam, can we start appending from this other end? MAD coming backwards. Then we will have a new string. Then we compare the new string with the old one. If they're the same, then we say it's palindrome.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's smart.
No, I think it's the first option. Like the first one.
But that's the same thing the reverse is doing.
Yeah.
That's what the reverse is doing.
So
Is
you
it-
use the
No,
Except
I
you're not writing it
spelled in
yourself.
here.
Oh, it's similar to reverse.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Muchino,
like
very nice.
but
Look at
like
what
this
Muchino
one
doing.
is like
The
more...
difference is that you're the one doing the reverse code yourself.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
instead of using the function from JavaScript, you're writing it yourself.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
That is
But-
the effect of ALX. They never give us easy time.
Yeah, but like I like your idea. I didn't think of it. Like you can actually just start from the end and append to array and this compare. Nice. So this is like by the way, the string here, like the question right here, are also related to valid anagram and valid palindrome. So like you can use the same technique. Do we continue, Shaza, or we stop here? Or if someone have a question, we can like jump
We
to
still have
Discord.
time. If you want to continue, it's okay. We have valid long meeting time.
Okay, so I really wanna engage with you guys. So if someone have idea, question, try to talk. We need to like try to make this session more engaging. I know the topics were like a bit, a bit raw today, but I hope in future it's become like more and people will feel comfortable to open their mic and talk, to become more active. So we did see this too. We can watch a video about list code of this one. What do you think, guys?
Let's solve leak code 3.
So this one, let's see what it is. And okay. So given two string S and T, return true if T is an anagram of S, and false wait, no, this is not, this is okay. So given us a string S, find the length of the longest substring without repeating character. So if you give it E B C B, it should give you 3. If you give it B, it should be 1. Any idea how we can do this? What you think? How we can do this one? Okay, no one in the mood to talk. It's okay, I can keep going. What you think about we remove duplicates? And
I think we can't remove duplicates because he is asking about longest substring, longest sequence of characters. We want to keep the sequence as it is, to check it for the longest sequence, but without duplicates. For example, here we have A, B, okay, length 2, C, length 3, A again, so we are cutting the sequence. We encountering a duplicate here, so ABC. Then I can re-number again or recount again. So you will be having again A, B, C, B. So I'm still have length of 3. Then I can move to C, B. B is a duplicate, so I have CB only. So I have 3 and 3 and 2. So the longest substring without duplicates is 3. For the second example, we have B, 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 B. So the longest substring without any repeating characters, only one, it's B. So I think we have to keep the ordering of characters. We can't change it. We are just counting to get the longest, but without repeating.
Okay. Do we like watch the video about it? Shazam, what do you think?
I think it's good to understand the problem first, and the video, I think, will get us into this.
Okay, you wanna like explain it because I lost, to be honest.
Please, sorry, can you explain, Shata, can you please explain the first one, how you were able to get it, please, the first example?
Okay. Can I share a screen, Monsa?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Because I didn't understand this one well.
A second. Here we go. Share. Okay. For the first one, please tell me the characters. It is A, right?
E, B, C, E, B, C, B, B.
C, A again, then B,
C.
right?
Yeah, C. C again. And B, B.
B.
No, only one C. Only one C.
Here, only one C. Okay, with the eraser. Okay. Okay. I would make it like this. Then C, B, B, right? Okay. Now we are. We need what? We need longest substring.
Yes.
Without any repetition. It is the condition. So here I will count 1. Then I'll move A, B. There is no repeating characters. So I will count 2. A, B, C. There is no repeating characters. I have 3. Then A, no, this is repeating. So I will keep on. I have only 3. But maybe I found longest substring, so I will keep moving. But I will restart counting. I have A, so 1, B, I have 2 substring without repetition. C, I have 3 without repetition. B again, no. Okay. This is. But what if I have B, B, B? So I will count 1. Here 2, no, stop. B again, stop. No. Longest substring is 1.
Okay, so like you have
need
an array.
To keep count. Yeah.
Like an array that you put that's unique one, right? Or like a place where you put unique character, like you go A, okay, you add it, then B, okay, B doesn't exist there, you add it, then C, you add it. When you go to A, it already exists in the hash table, or and then you stop.
I didn't get you. You need to build an array
or hash table,
like or hash table. But the problem in hash table and array is that you are losing the sequence of the characters, the ordering of the characters, and this is something you need to keep track. I think
so
this
like
will
array
be challenging
maybe?
in this array, and you will get the use of indices like this. And when you encounter a duplicate like this, what are we going to do?
So like wait, someone was gonna say something, Pascal or someone, I think.
Okay.
Did someone want to say something?
No, actually, Musib, you're actually correct. So I think what he's trying to say is when you have ABC in the array, so when you want to slot, when you want to check for another one, you compare to see if it already exists in the array. So if it's already an existing element in the array, you move on to the next. So that's how I feel the idea should be. You understand?
Okay, but how I can keep track to the count of the substring length? Yani here is, for example, 3. How I'll keep tracking the count? Okay, I will stop here. So I need to keep this. But what about if I have longer sequence after the A, like Z, U, V, X? Maybe I encounter some unique characters after the pitfall here.
But like yes, RB, you wanna say something? Go ahead. RB, I think it was a
I think
mistake.
6 is. We will be. Someone said we can get the benefit of set. This is. I think this is a key. But how to?
Can you use set? What difference? Like set doesn't have duplicates?
Yes, it doesn't permit you to keep duplicates in it, but.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. I see what you mean now. But I still not. It's not fully in my mind. So like for me, I think like we're gonna go A, then we're gonna add it to array, right? We're gonna go to B. I'm gonna add it to array because it doesn't. I'm gonna before I add it, I'm gonna check. Like I'm gonna go B and C. If B exists in array, or doesn't. Okay, so it's new. I add it. Then I'm gonna jump to C. I'm gonna check again. If C exists, doesn't exist. I'm gonna add it. I'm gonna jump to A. I'm gonna see if it. No. Don't write it there. Don't write it because I'm gonna check first if it exists. If it exists, I'm not gonna add it and I'm gonna stop, right?
Great. Okay.
Exactly.
But you've not addressed the elephant in the room.
Okay, so after doing that, how are you going to check the second string?
Thank you.
You're right. Yeah, it was like tunnel focus, I guess.
Yeah, that's what Shaza was saying, but the longest string might be ahead, not where you're coming from.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay.
Abi has something to say. Abi Arabai.
Yeah, yes, Arabi. Yeah, just open mic and talk. Feel free. We don't hear you, by the way. Maybe you write in chat. If you're talking, we don't hear you. Make sure you give permission to the mic or refresh the page. Okay, so like, what is solution for this?
Okay, please let me suggest this algorithm.
Okay.
If we can have like two variables where we increment, like a variable called I, where we increment as we go on while we are counting, as long as we have not met any duplicate, we continue counting. Then if we meet any duplicate, we would initialize a particular variable called longest. You understand? You can initialize a particular variable, we call it the longest. Then we would assign it the value of I. Then we can reinitialize I to 0. Use it to continue the counting. If we meet another duplicate, we check if I is longer than is higher than the longest, like the one we had before, the previous one. We are going to update the previous longest. If it doesn't, we would reinitialize the value of I and continue counting. So what is there is that every time we meet a particular longest or a duplicate, we should keep track of the longest we have gone. The highest number of the highest number of characters before we meet a duplicate, we should keep track of it. Then anytime we meet another duplicate, we should come back to check if what we have, if we have gone far, if we have a higher number, a higher substring than this one, than the one we already kept before. If we don't, we continue. If we have a higher one, we can reinitialize this one to contain the new substring, the new highest substring, something like that. That will solve the problem of going forward. It will help us go forward. At the same time, keep track of the highest substring we have gotten.
So something in a loop, like if current is greater than longest, then longest is the new current.
Very well.
It's going in English, it's easy. Now coding it.
Why don't we try to illustrate and whiteboard it first?
Oh, Monson, get us the video.
Do we video? Someone said
That's the
something?
idea.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Arab, you can hear you, yes.
Oh, finally. Alright, so I had two methods we can do for solving this task. The first thing is you can create a hash table, not like a hash table, but like a map inside of a map. So the key will be the value or the sequence of the subarray, and the value of this is going to be the array of the sequence.
The last part again. Here is I am trying to keep up with you. The key will be what?
The key will be the value or the length of the subarray.
Length of the subarray, and how we know that? For example, if we are, I made the loop and I found A, so the key will be 1, for example, its length. At A, the length is 1.
For now, you're just creating the array and storing every array, every element in the array, right?
Okay, you mean just like that?
Yeah.
A, B,
A,
okay.
B, C, and then when you come to A,
yeah,
this way you already have A in your array.
Okay. So I will close my array. You mean that?
Yeah, that's it.
And keep the length for 3.
Yeah.
For example, this is then I should go like this B, C, then I found B, so I will make it like 2.
Just like that, yeah.
No, maybe, but it seems okay, but the same way how we are going to continue looping after we encounter the duplicate, but I think this can get us to a certain solution. I think this is okay.
Let's say something, because what we are trying to achieve, what is required of us, is just a single number, the length of the subarray, the length of the highest subarray. Trying to keep track of things that would not need is just going to increase the memory we use, and I think sometimes it's a trade-off in an algorithm. So we just keep the length, the length of the longest substring, keep track of it, continue iterating. If we meet anyone, like my colleague said, if current is higher than the longest array, we update it. If it is not, we continue keeping what we have until we are done. The only problem I have is just if the subarray, the highest subarray is in the middle or is at the end. That's just where we are trying to figure out. But how we are able to keep the longest array when we find it, I think that algorithm should solve that.
Wait, actually you can do that. If you have like a counter for the previous array or the previous subarray, you can compare it to the current array, the length of the current array. And this way you will get the largest one or the longest one.
Yeah.
Okay, yesterday we took something like a technique which is called a sliding window. Can we put it here to get benefit of this sliding window? Maybe I think about it like I will have, let's say, a left pointer here and a right pointer here. If they are not equal or not the same, so I will move the right here and increase the count by 1. Here is something that is repeated, so I will remove left from here, like move left from here, and I move it either. Okay, I move it the left into here. Right is here, B, C, they are different. Okay, I'll keep moving, so right will be here. This is the new length. B, it's again, B, this is repeating, so I will get the left here, and left and right CA. I can move with the right to B, so B become here, it is different. C again, and so on. With 2 pointers, I am at every iteration, I am moving to the right to increase the count, okay, and remove, whenever I found any repetition, I remove the repeated character from my count. I don't know.
-1.
Yeah, I remove it from my count and remove it like the same way like ASCII. I think they are making use of ASCII value somehow, or if I can remember, but I'm not sure, to check if I have duplicates. Their ASCII number is the same, or maybe we check for the duplication with some way which is more simple. Don't know. But I think with using 2 pointers and the sliding window, I am keeping the track or the sequence of characters by its order, updating the window by removing an old element and accepting a new character, and update the length of the substring and get the maximum at the end, the maximum count I reached. But again, this is in English.
We're gonna watch the video about one of the solution.
Yeah.
You wanna watch it?
Sorry, can anybody explain the last one? There was one question for the last, I don't know, that example. There was one that started with PW something. Can anybody explain how they got the substring and yeah, please. I'm a bit confused on the last one. I got number 1, I got number 2, but I couldn't just get the last.
Okay.
Confused about what, please? What part?
I think in lead code.
Lead code, okay.
They give a third example.
Okay. Okay, share screen to see this one.
So this one, I believe, same screen.
Yeah.
So this one, right?
Yes, that one exactly.
So the answer is W key, which this part right here, with the length of 3. Notice that the answer must be substring. W key is a subsequence and not a substring. Oh, because it have a repeated word.
The substring should be a piece or a substring with the same arrangement of characters without skipping anything or changing the order.
Okay, wait.
Okay, is it because of the WW? So we couldn't use that.
Yeah. So you need to keep the sequence.
So it needs to be unique, right?
Yeah. And in the same order of the word itself.
Because here they say without repeating character.
Yes, exactly.
So if they remove this, I think that will be valid, right? It's gonna be like what? I think it's gonna be all, or it will not gonna make sense what I'm saying.
He doesn't permit you to remove duplicates.
Can I
Yeah.
can I explain?
Yes, please go ahead.
So you have to check if it's the longest string without repeating characters and without skipping.
Oh, so if
Exactly.
so it's gonna skip. So if you're gonna go PWW, okay, then it's repeating, so this is not good one. Then WW is not good one. WQEW, you need to stop. So this is the 3 character. Okay.
So this one is a bit logical. If you look at it, that's why I pointed it out. Yeah. So that the other two are quite easy, but this one is a bit logical. The way it moves, they didn't use the P. They had to move to a different substring because PW has a duplicate with W. Yeah, that's why.
I swear we did something like this in Alex, but we forget.
So if you provide a solution, the solution should also, this is more like a test case. So it should also handle something like this as well. So if you write a function, it should handle things like this when you have duplicate substrings in the same order. So you should be able to handle that as well.
I think that Shaza's algorithm handled this.
Yeah, I think the right pointer and left pointer.
Yeah.
Left and yes, but the other one should be explained in handle it. First one, but that second one handled it. Yes.
Isn't the left and right pointer are considered brute force here?
We don't recalculate visited characters. We are updating the calculation. We're just updating the calculation by removing the old one and adding a new character. So you're just updating what is already calculated. I think it isn't a brute force for that reason, but we can search more for that.
Yeah, but if in worst case scenario, I think you're going to visit every character in the string.
Yes, and this is why sliding window is O of n. You are visiting each character.
Each character twice.
Sliding window is once, not twice. There aren't any nested loops. You're just visiting the element once. You are updating the calculated value of the window.
Yeah, but in worst case scenario, you are going to update the left and right to move one index, right?
Okay, you are moving pointers like left plus or right minus. This is updating indices. There is no looping. You're just updating the index. Where is it? So I think this is different. I think it isn't the same issue. But let's explore the.
We might need to see the implementation.
Yeah, and let's see the video.
Okay, so I think this is the video. Let's see it together. It's 6 minutes.
Let's solve So the first idea. Let's solve leak code 3, longest substring without repeating characters. Or
you can hear the volume. You can hear the audio.
You didn't play it yet.
Wait. I'm sharing the window. Give me a second. Let me share it down. Okay.
Back to a classic leak code problem, the third one. So this one's pretty simple. We're just given a string and we want to find the longest substring without any repeating characters, right? Like how these three don't have any duplicate characters, A, B, C. This one has 2 A's, so this would not count as a substring without repeating characters. And we only need to return the length of this substring. So the first idea that comes to my mind at least is, so just check every single substring, check if it has any duplicates. If it doesn't, then we're just going to take the longest one of those strings and return the length. So how would that algorithm run? Okay, first we'd start at A. We want to get every substring starting at A. So just this one A, well, that doesn't have any duplicates. AB, that doesn't have any duplicates. AC, that doesn't have any duplicates either. And then we get to this first duplicate A. We have two A's now, but remember, we're checking every single substring starting at this first A. So we're going to keep this algorithm going, even though we don't have to. Every substring we get after that, like, see how we're doing it? Every single substring after is also going to have duplicates. So do we even need to check all of these starting at value A? This is the repeated work that we're going to eliminate with our very fundamental technique, the sliding window. So we want to only check substrings without any repeated characters. So let's actually just do that. Let's make sure that our window, right, our subarray, our substring is always not containing any duplicates. So once we get to this next A, we're going to say, well, now we have two A's. So we need to start removing from the left. We need to start shrinking our sliding window until we no longer have duplicates. So I'm going to say remove.
Wait, what does he mean by this? Like, every time he remove it from here? Did someone understand that?
I'm also lost.
He's going to left pointer. If he says the left pointer to point to B, that means he has removed the letter A.
Because it already exists here.
Yes. So we have shortened our array from B now. So just basically that's what it's trying to say.
Are we storing it somewhere or something?
Not really. Not really.
Now, whiteboarding is not code. So, but in a code, yeah, that's what you have to do. Maybe.
Okay, let's keep going.
The other elephant, at what point do you remove? When you meet it again or as you move?
Once you meet a duplicate, you remove the substring if it exists. Like if the character you are at currently already exists in the substring, you remove it. That's what he's doing.
Okay, let's give it a quick watch and then see.
Okay.
Move this one until moving, not containing any duplicates. So once we get to this next A, we're going to say, well, now we have two A's. So we need to start removing from the left. We need to start shrinking our sliding window until we no longer have duplicates. So I'm going to say remove this one from our substring. Now our substring runs from here, from the B, all the way to the A. Now it's perfectly valid. So now we can keep going. It's still only length 3 though, so next we're going to add this B, but wait a minute, now we have two B's. But my question is, how would we even know instantly whether we had a duplicate or not? Well, we can use a set for that. Sets will only contain one of each character, so we'll automatically know if we have a duplicate. We can check it instantly. So we're going to check that we have two B's, so now we're going to keep popping from the left, we're going to keep shrinking.
So like, he's using set to avoid adding duplicates?
Yes, this was the suggestion of Lavender, if he hears us. Yes, set can't contain any duplicates.
Okay, then we don't need to remove, right?
You are removing from the window and removing from the set, or depend on the set that it doesn't contain duplicates.
No,
you will see.
So we are definitely storing it somewhere.
Okay.
You don't technically need to remove because the set is going to remove it for you.
Exactly.
They're just telling you that so that you know that you're removing.
Okay.
They're just saying it.
Okay, I see. Okay, that's smart. Let's go. Let's keep going.
Our window from the left until we remove a B. And we're going to see that the first one we remove is the B, so now we're done. So now our substring runs from this C all the way to this B. Now we're going to add another character. Once again, we have a duplicate. And once again, we can literally just remove the farthest left character, and now we're valid again. No more duplicates, we're running all the way from A to C. Next, we add a B. The interesting thing about this is that now we have to remove this A because we have to shrink our window. Our substring has to be contiguous, so we have to remove this A, but no—
Wait, what the hell? What does he mean? Why remove A? Maybe
Let's keep watching.
Okay.
He met B again, so he has to remove
Let's
it.
keep watching.
Okay.
notice we still have two B's in our substring, so we got to remove another character. We have to remove this B. So now our substring runs from C to B. So we are valid again, but now our substring is only length 2. Next, we'll get to the last B, last character we're adding, and see, yep, it's a duplicate again. And don't forget that as we're removing these characters from the left, we're removing a C. We're not just removing it from our window, but we also have to remove it from our set, because our set is going to correspond to all the characters inside of our substring that we're at. So we have to remove our C from the window and move it from the set.
Just want to say I am lost completely, but let's just continue. Let's see how this gonna.
From the set.
Let's just see how this gonna.
We were trusting sets not to have duplicates.
Actually, his method was okay, but when he started removing non-duplicates,
Yeah.
then I got lost.
So
You lost me.
I think he's doing two things. He's using a set, and at the same time, he's removing every first value the moment it becomes a duplicate.
Yes.
So that is what he's doing.
Exactly.
He's doing two things at the same time. So if he sees a duplicate, he removes the first one, and the moment he's using a set to remove the duplicate. So that's what's happening. But I don't know why he's doing that.
Yeah, so if you just map out the operations, like whiteboarding helps you understand what's going on. If you just map it out, it'll become clear, right?
Yeah.
Let's watch the video, maybe.
Okay, let's continue.
That we have to take this B and do the same thing. And now we have no more characters to add. With this sliding window technique, which is a very fundamental technique that you'll probably see a lot more in a lot of different problems, we can cut the time complexity down to big O of n. We just have to go through the entire list. Well, we might have to add and remove values from our set, but that's a very quick operation. The memory complexity, because of our set, is also going to be big O of n, because potentially every character in the string could be unique, and we'll add all of them to our set. And I didn't really show it while we were going through the problem, but we would want to maintain what's the longest substring we found. In our case, it was obvious that the longest we found was of length 3. So remember, the first thing we need to do is get a set to make sure we have all the characters in our window. So I'll call it character set. And we're going to do a sliding window, so we need 2 pointers, a left pointer and a right pointer, to determine our sliding window. Our left will be initialized to 0, and our right pointer is going to continuously be changing as we visit every character. So I can just use it in this for loop. So the right pointer is going to go through every single character. Now remember, if we get to a duplicate character, that means we have to update our window and our set. So while this character that we just visit at the right pointer, S of R, is already inside our character set, meaning it's a duplicate, then we gotta update our window.
Okay, we loop through the character, the word, character by character, and we check if S, which is the string error, that character is already inside, right?
Yeah, the one on the right.
Yeah, so
at the right.
So, yeah.
Like while it's there here, but this gonna be emptied first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to add.
Pointer S of R is already.
Can you repeat?
No, I mean at some point it's going to add something to the set.
Okay.
Inside our character set, meaning it's a duplicate, then we gotta update our window. So we have to take the left character and remove it from our set. So character set dot remove the leftmost character, and then of course we have to update that left pointer, increment it by 1. And we're gonna
Okay, so while this character is already exist, so it is where he did meets the new character. Then when he found it, he removed the S L 0. So he removed the first from the left character from the
The left pointer captures the first occurrence of the duplicate, like A left pointing to the first A at left, then ABC second A will be encountered at right pointer. So he is removing A captured by left pointer.
Yes.
Okay. So he removed left one and then he increased the L, which is the pointer to the left. He become
yes,
like
now it will be at B.
Yeah. So next time if we wanna remove, we're gonna what?
Start from B.
Okay, let's continue.
While that duplicate remains in the character set, after we've removed the leftmost character, and then of course we have to update that left pointer, increment it by 1. And we're going to keep doing this while that duplicate remains in the character set. After we've removed all duplicates, then we can just add this rightmost character.
Oh, he gonna stay looping her. Okay, so each time. Oh, he loop on all the character? Wait, I'm confused. So he go here, he loop on all character inside.
Pin everything. So far he finds it there, move everything.
Okay, that's why he increment this. Okay, I see now.
To our set. And since at this point we know for sure that our substring doesn't have any duplicates, we can potentially update our result variable, which I never declared, so let me declare it up here. Result is initially going to be 0, and now we can update our result, so we can potentially make it larger than it is if the current window size is greater than what it is right now, which we can compute by right minus left plus 1. And then at the end, once we've gone through the entire string, we can return the result. If this was helpful, leave a like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.
Okay. So he did add it to.
Please just leave a like, but don't subscribe.
I really don't understand.
I am bit confused, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I understand, but like these parts. Okay, this is really.
So has anybody tried this code? The test cases, because this code, I don't know. With the way I'm looking at it, it might not solve all the test cases.
It would definitely pass, right? So neat code is like the greatest lead code.
It's going to work. We just need to understand why it works.
Yeah,
okay, that's what I was saying.
Yeah,
if you map this out in memory, it will become very clear, right? So let's try mapping that memory. It will become very clear, right?
Oh, wait, can you repeat that, please?
But the guy's code is quite clear, anyways.
Yeah, the code is actually very clear, right?
Yeah. But like to convert the idea to this code.
Let's get an example. And run this code. Like, let's run it mentally. So let's just get an example, like the first example.
Let's go through it one by one. You know, the way you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So Muslim, are you there? Can you just get maybe the first question? That's ABC.
This one.
And then try to walk through the code and see how it works.
Yeah, let's execute it ourselves.
Okay. So what do you think we go to Discord? because this meet's gonna end, and then we try it there.
It should in 8 minutes. We should be able to map this in 8 minutes, right? It shouldn't take so
we
long.
try it.
So what you just need is just like, I usually use Vim, right? So use any text editor.
What? Can you repeat that?
I usually use Vim, but you can use any text editor.
I mean, we can write it directly to Let's Code, right? Or?
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so this is Python.
You're trying the tab. So
okay, wait, give me a second. Let me share tab.
yeah, we can see your screen now.
Okay, I'm streaming again.
Okay.
Okay, so wait, let me check if I have some typo. Char set yeah, is for in range is file. Return it.
I think return result indentation.
Oh, yeah. I have error here. B.
I think there's a typo. You are removing S of what? What are you removing from S? Is that a 1 or L?
That should be L.
Yes, it should be SL and L was equal to 1.
Transcripted remove is of
This
L.
line?
Yeah.
Yeah, SL.
That should be L.
Oh,
So
L,
line
not 1.
4,
Sorry.
it is
L, yes. Exactly. Excel. This starts from 0, yeah.
Oh, accepted. What the hell?
Yeah, it's very straightforward, right?
Not really for me. But
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Let's map this out in memory, right? That's what I was saying.
Okay.
So under this solution, you want to create a table, right? So you are keeping track of just 5 variables, right? First variable is your char set. Then the next variable is L. The next variable is R. Then rest.
Wait, I'm not following. Or
Just
your
create
voice is a bit slower.
Just create a comment block, right? You want
Do
to
what?
map this program out.
I think I can't hear you well. Your voice is like cutting off a bit. What do you think about like we go Discord, you share screen, maybe explains more from your side?
Okay, let me do this. Give me a few minutes to switch to my PC.
Okay, let's jump to room 1.
Okay.
Where is room 1? Room 1, is it our Discord ALX?
No,
Okay.
take interview.
Okay, interview. Okay.
Okay, I posted the link in the chat.
Right?
Yeah.
So we want to map out this function like in memory. So they're only in this variable, there are only like 5 things you want to keep track of, 4 or 5, right? So let's just use the first one is our char set, right? Next thing is our L, right? The next thing is res. Let's say R.
Among the parameters.
Yeah, the R.
Yeah, so R,
It's
right?
itself.
The rest as well. The rest. Exactly.
What do you mean itself?
Among the parameters of the function.
Oh, it was a method. I've deleted the class signature. There's no point using a class outside. Right?
Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, so this is basically what you want to keep track of, right? So initially, when you initialize these values, right? Initially, is this way, right? And res is also 0, right? Right? So, this is how it starts out. Right? Okay, let me just make this a comment block so it doesn't keep giving me warnings. Right? So this is how it starts out. So when your loop starts, this is the state of your variables in memory. Okay. Then, okay, let's keep. Not kind of necessary to keep track of what it is, right? Your upper limit. When you start, initially, it goes this way, right? Your L is still 0, your R is 0, and your res is 0. And at every step, you want to do something. You want to calculate this value. Let me just do that, right? For clarity, right? So let's say this is S at R, right? So here, right? S at R. Let's say let's give an example. What was the last example that we're using to track? Let's say our word is
ABC.
Okay,
and BB. Is it BB?
It was an example that had
BB also, yeah. BB also, I don't know, can't remember.
Can I look up the last string actually what will make you understand this better, right? Because it's the edge case that traps most people. The one that had like the PWs or something.
Okay, it's
It was PWWKEW. Yeah.
Cool. So at this point, the value at S at R is P, right? So this line checks if the value is there, right? While this value is char set, but char set is empty, right? So there's nothing here. So this doesn't evaluate. So you jump to line 10, right? And then your char set becomes this, right? And after you do that, so after you do this, you want to increment your body, right? So you say, okay, you've added this to it. Your L remains 0, right? At the end of the loop,
it's 0.
Yeah, your R becomes 1, right? Because that's what's inside the loop, right? Your res, it says the
R starts from the first one.
Say what? The R should be 1 in the first loop.
Okay.
No, you start from 0. Your loop starts from 0 now.
No, you start from 0 and then you move on. So it is correct.
So you evaluate your res on line 11. Your res was 11 before. It now asks you to what is the largest number between res and this calculation? Res was 0, R minus L plus, right? This will give you 1, right? But R is still 0 here. It doesn't become 1 until you get to its element, right? So this is 0 minus 0
1. So this form, right? Then start again. Another iteration of your loop, right? L is still 0. Right?
Sorry, why did you make your R1 place at that point?
Okay. So
why? Yeah.
It's actually 0 here, right? Is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it should be 0 because that's the first index.
Yeah, so okay. I was trying to, otherwise you have to do this twice. I was trying to make a shortcut, but never mind. So it doesn't make it. Let me just, for clarity's sake, let me just put it here. That's right. P is here. So these two steps, they're the beginning and end of the iteration of your loop, right? You understand?
Yeah. Yes.
So every time your loop runs, you're going to have 2 lines, right? So now, right? R is 1, right? You have a new your S at R is now W, right? We check. Is R in your chart? Is W in your chart sets? The value at S at R, it says no, right? So you jump out of this while loop and you come here. You add this value to your chart sets, right? So your chart sets becomes E, right? Right? Becomes P and W. Are you guys following? Hello?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, go ahead. Why? We're following you. Go ahead.
Right? So yeah, you add your W to your chart sets, right? And you now reevaluate, right? Res is marks between this value and this value, right? So at this point, it is your res was 1 before, right? So what is the highest max between the highest value between 1 and R minus L plus, right? R is still 1, L is still 0, right? So this will evaluate to what? What would I evaluate to?
2.
You sure? Okay. If you are sure, right? So at the end of this loop, right?
Sorry, please. I'm confused about that other part.
Okay, that part.
What's the value of R at that point?
R is 1.
R is 1 at that point, right?
Yeah.
So how did you evaluate it? Then res, how did you evaluate it?
Maybe I
Previous
asked
value
you
of res.
Yeah, the value of res is 1. The value of res is 1, and you said R is 1, L is 0. So what is this expression? What does it evaluate to?
That's 1, exactly. So max of 1 is 1.
Do you guys agree?
No, I don't.
Because
1 minus 0 plus 1 is what?
2. 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1.
No, L is 0 now.
Should be 2. Okay, that's L. Oh, okay. I get. I thought, sorry.
I know Sabi maths, but at least you know bad like this. So yeah. So just for clarity, I'm going to duplicate this. So this every time your loop runs, right? You're going to have the start and end value, right? So right? So this is at the end of our loop, second time, these are the state of our variable, right? So again, your PW remains the same, starting to the loop. Your L is still 0, right? And now your R is 2, right? So now you check the value at S at R, which is another W, right? Right? So because this value is already in your chart sets, you now go into this block of code in line 8 and 9 that you will skip it since, right? So you remove the value at S at L. L is still 0. So you're going to remove P from this. So going to remove P from your sets. Right? So your sets. L is going to become. Right? That's the next operation, right? You're going to recalculate. You're going to come down here, right? You're going to try to add which one? Right? So calculate your marks, right? The res is still 2 from the last loop for R minus L plus 1. R is 2 here minus L. L is now, right? What does that evaluate to?
Your voice is cutting off a bit.
Oh, it's network, right? So
I think
the evaluate this expression, right? R minus L plus 1. What does it evaluate to at this point?
2.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, 2, right?
Sorry, one more question. Sorry, please.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Did you evaluate line number 10?
Yeah.
So you added it already?
Yeah, you cannot add a duplicate to a set.
Duplicate to a set, exactly. Nice.
So that's why there's no effect right here. Right? So just at the end of our loop, this is the state of our variables, right? To right? And S at R is W, right? So your loop goes again. Initially, this is the state of your variables, right? Now R is 3, right? Right? So you come. You say while S at R in sets, the value at this point, S at R is K now, right? Because K is not your set, you skip line 8 and 9 and you go to line 10, right? So you add K here. Right? So let me just put K here, right? Right? So you now evaluate this value, right? Our res was usually 2, right? Now evaluate this expression. R is 3, L is 1. So what is 3 minus 1 plus 1? Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, it's so quiet. I'm wondering if my network has kicked me out.
No, you
3 minus 1 plus 3 minus L, right? Plus 1. So what is L?
Yes, it's R minus L plus 1. So L is
1.
Right?
It is 3.
See? I think I'm not hearing what you guys are saying. You guys should be able to calculate this expression for me. So
If
I'm just
if L is 1,
yes.
So that would be 3 minus 1 plus 1.
Yes.
3 minus 1 plus 1 is 4.
No.
Sorry.
It's 3.
Guys, this is when you hear a senior Olympic swimmer is saying the water is a little bit deep. Please hold on to the boat. Don't up.
You guys say this expression evaluates to 3. So okay, we'll put 3, right? Right. So at the end of that iteration, this is the state of our variables, right? See, L is 1, R is 3, this is 3, right? And this is K. Do you guys agree?
Go ahead.
No, I'm asking you if you agree now. You are not answering me, right? Okay.
We agree.
So the loop goes again and R goes to 4, right? So you now check, right? You say, what is the value? What is S at R? It becomes E, right? So you check, is E in your chart sets? It is not. So you skip line 8 and 9 and you come to line 10, right? And then you add E. right? To your something, right? So because you skip line 9 and 10, L is still 1, but now R is 4, right? So what does this expression evaluate to?
Error 4 minus 1, 3 plus 1.
What does that evaluate to? You don't answer my question.
3, I think.
How does it evaluate to 3?
So 4 minus 1 is what? 3 and 3 plus 1.
Wow. So what does that? You're not answering my question. What does that evaluate?
4. It evaluates to 4.
Because 4 minus 1 is 3, right? And 3 plus 1 is 4.
The reason why I'm asking you is that you guys made a mistake somewhere here, but don't worry, you will see it very clearly now, right?
Exactly.
So don't worry. There's the reason why I've been asking you all this time. Don't worry. Right. So at the end of our loop, so
how can we be having 4? Exactly.
This is why I was telling you guys here, but don't worry, you will see it. This is why I like mapping it out. Your error will become clear to you, right? Right? So your next situation is a W, right? So, right? You're going to move. This is the initial state of your array, right? At the beginning of the loop. Because this evaluates to true, like this value is W, right?
Okay, I think I see the error now. So
can you see this is why you map it out? It's very easy for you to follow the code. You know where you made there's a bug, right? Or a miscalculation. So yeah. So because this value is already in the list, right? It's a W, right? You're going to increment your left pointer to 2, right? Your right pointer is already going to go up in the loop itself. So you have to calculate this value now, right? R is 5, L is 2, right? What does it evaluate to?
See, 5 minus 2, 3 plus 1, 4 again. 4 is 4 again.
So this value here is W, right? So this is the end of the loop, right? You remove the W, right? And it's KE, right? That's the end. This is the final state according to you of your value, right? Right? So, but we know this is wrong, right? Because the answer is 3, right? So, if you look at it very well, and you say, oh, this is wrong. So, you now look at it again from the beginning, right? Initially, all your values are 0, right?
Yeah.
So, this is where I decided made these 2 lines. You can now check. So, if you delete this, right? This is 0, right? So you say, okay. L is 0, res is 0 from R is 0, the first time the loop iterates, and the value at index 0 is P, right? We add P to our list, right? To our set, and we increment this, right? So calculate R res again. R minus L plus 1, right?
Is 1.
Right?
Yeah.
So
then W
again. Yeah. R becomes 1, right? You get value at index 1 is W. You add it to your list, to your set, right? We do not run this block of code, right? So you add to your set, you calculate this value again, right? You get 2, right? So, right?
Then another W.
Yeah. So you now get R becomes 2, right? The value at index 2 is another W. So for the first time, you go into this block of code. So you remove the value at L, right? L is 0, so you remove it from the set. just become just W, right?
We increment L, it's become 1.
So after that, what now happens?
Yeah, after the remove.
Yeah, after that, what now happens?
After that, we... Okay, so we remove it. Then we're gonna add
Exactly.
the SR.
So that's where.
But it's not gonna add because it is set, right?
So the thing is now, because it's the same set, right? It doesn't have any effect, right?
Yeah.
If you try to add a value in a set to a set, right? Nothing happens. Right?
So it's gonna jump directly to res.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've incremented L, right? L is now 1, R is 2, right? So the problem here, the problem in this mapping out is just in this res column. So I want you guys just keep calculating this value every time the loop runs, right? So what is the value of our res? Before it was 1, right? What is the value of our res?
2. Okay, then okay, it's still 2 here, right?
Okay. So now R becomes 3, right?
Let's see, 1. So 3 minus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3. Yes, R3.
So R becomes 3. The value at index 3 is K, right? K is not S, so we add it, right? And we check this, yeah. So what is 3 minus 1 plus 1?
Yeah, 3.
Right? So in this, right? So now R becomes 4, right? Right?
Wait, so 3, okay, we are in character index 4, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then R, or like, what is the value of res right here? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is E. Okay, so 4 minus 1, then plus 1 should be 4. It's gonna stay 4, right?
Yeah, so the question is this: if you are walking through the loop, right? When R was 3, right? This was the state of our set, right? So the point is, if you do this, eventually you're going to have only one line for each time the loop runs, right? So you see we have R is 1, R is 0, R is 2, R is 3, right? So now R is 4, right? Value at index 4 is E, right?
Wait a second. Elizabeth, can you?
Sorry, can you? Sorry, Musif, can you check if this L plus equals to 1 if it's outside the loop or inside the loop? Because I don't know. I have my doubts.
Inside
I don't know the way. I mean, the L plus equals to 1 if it's within the loop or it's not within the loop.
It's inside the for loop or it's not inside the while loop.
Oh,
I mean the while loop.
Okay,
no, it's not inside the
yeah,
while
the
loop.
video, yes. That's what because if the increment is, you will still get the same result. That's with what I'm saying here.
So I'm gonna post screenshots of it in the chat. So it was inside. I mean, I copied from the code and they did pass the checker. Elizabeth, can you hear me? You have okay. Yeah, continue. So.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I think I network went away for a bit. So you're saying you wanted to check if the code was correct or something.
Yeah, it's correct.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, basically. So we've done for a while R is 3, right? So now R is 4, right? The value at index 4, right?
Yes.
Is right?
Yeah.
So we check is that there. So you now calculate your res, right? So when you calculate your res, what do you get here?
So 4 minus 1, 3. 3 plus 1, 4. And then we're gonna compare 4, 3. It's gonna be equal to 4, right? 4.
So this is the problem. This value should not be, right? So if you look at the code you gave me, right? I mean,
So you are saying the code is wrong?
it's not that the code is wrong. Let me just show you.
You mean the number 4 in the table is wrong?
When we have E, we are supposed to go into the while loop, but I think we haven't.
Why are you going to the while loop?
Because there is no okay. You're right.
Okay, let me understand. Is there a problem in the code or problem in understanding the code?
Let me just show you.
Sorry, I want to say something. So who's sharing the screen?
I am.
How many times do we have duplicates? How many times do you have a duplicate?
Okay, so we have a duplicate, or a duplicate,
times, right? 2 times.
Yeah, 2 times. Yeah.
How many times did the S count? The S counted 5 times. Or how many times? 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you say 5 minus 2, that's 3. 5 minus 2 plus 1. Are you sure it's not 3 times you have a duplicate?
Just hold on, wait.
So many confusion here.
What's happening? Then I'll copy this.
I'm still confused a bit. Is there a problem with the code or with understanding the code?
Just hold on. You not clear now.
Okay.
What I want to do is this, right? So I want to print the F string. L is equal
to print L as well. Thank you.
Is equal to assets is equal to S at R is equal. Then what are we? There's missing. Then okay, res. Right. So if I run this,
okay, maybe we run it in our terminal and we give it string ABC or like.
Actually, I like to, because you can edit your test cases here very easily.
Yeah, but like it doesn't show everything.
Oh, sorry, it's not inside the loop. It's not inside the loop. Sorry. Right, come on. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah. Right.
Can we do also the value arrays? Oh, it is
so
the end. Okay.
Yeah, so I want to just copy this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So compare this. It's what we have here. Okay, let me just.
Or maybe adjust the prints exactly as we did. It's easy to read.
So it's supposed to be the same thing, right? If you finish times, I just did 7 times. So
yeah, I'm thinking like maybe in the let's code like adjust the print order. So when we paste it, look the same as the above one.
oh, okay. I want to I fix the print statement to make it like this.
Yeah, so like in the print in the let's code do car set first, then L R raise and
Just do.
car set.
So what's the order?
Car set L R. So the second one is L. And then R. I don't remember, I think, which one. I think raise before, after, like before.
Is this running?
Wait, can you check which one? I don't think raise was the last. I think raise was
Yeah.
before.
So, BT. Actually,
You notice that L jumped from 0 to 2.
Did it?
There was no 1 at all.
Oh, because it keep looping. Oh, because it looped twice. Oh, yeah. It looped twice in the while because there are 2 characters, right?
Yeah, so that's how I tell you.
I think that was causing the problem. So when we do minus L, we do minus 1. So we should do minus 2, I think. Let's make it... yeah, I think so.
Same.
I think copy paste the same space and it's gonna push them all. Like just copy paste.
Because it is, it's not going to form up.
You will adjust just the first one and then the same space for others.
I can use a macro to do this, but sorry, this is what I really wondering about.
It's okay, just maybe shrink it. There's some space there.
Yeah, so he's quoting the yes, okay, 29 4 yes. Okay. Oh, sorry, this is a typo. 34. How come? changed something in my VMRC that's messing up my indentation. Anyway, let me just fix this.
Maybe
I
copy
noticed
it.
that he added E. He added E to the front of
Okay, so
the
the
set.
thing about sets are they're not ordered, right? So that's the thing about sets. They are not ordered. So you can't always when you print a set, the order might not necessarily be what you're expecting, right?
Maybe copy it from the above one.
Yeah, so there's sorry, I didn't actually make it line up here. Right? So this is how the order should actually work. So the difference is that let me just add the initial state here. Right? So this is the initial state before your loop starts running. And this is the 7 steps. Right? Right, so don't mind the order. But if you print a set or a dictionary, you're not guaranteed to have the elements come out the way they were inserted. That's a Python thing, right? So, but yeah. So basically,
Okay, I
the
will
important thing
stop
about your set is that
recording.
the values are unique. Right? But this is how you're.
I will stop recording here. I hope if you watch this recording, it's just like 2 hours. So maybe join us next PLD.